Hi, Greg.
Hey.
Great. Great. Okay, Greg Gopman is in the house. Okay.
How's
So,
that?
Greg, just to introduce you to the guys on little heads down there. So, right now we're streaming live. So, over here we have Angelo Racola. He's the Philippine correspondent of E27,
Hi,
right?
Greg.
That makes you
Angelo.
something like a bureau chief.
Something like that, yeah.
Okay, and then we have Earl Hinoas, Matt Kiros. He's in our smart community. And he'll be
Hello.
joining the hack. Rafi Oka. He's active in the developer community. He's also a startup. He has a weekly video show called The Big Time Show.
Yes.
So, Greg, basically, we just want to ask you some questions about AngelHack and AngelHack in Manila. I'll start off with the first question, if that's okay. How did AngelHack start?
Well, I just moved to the Valley, and I moved there thinking I could find developers, and I'm not technical myself. And everyone, I think, has this vision of Silicon Valley that you go there and it's this hotbed developer, you build your tech startup, and that's kind of where your journey starts. You just kind of land, but it actually wasn't that easy. It took me a couple months. I went to a bunch of different events. I went to maybe 40 different events before I was actually able to find like the real startup community, not just like the people they want to do startups, but the actual movers and shakers that can make things happen, the people that were CEOs of companies, the builders, the people that can get shit done. And this caliber of people was at hackathons. So I realized that there was special about those events, something special about the bonding process that you can go through at one of those events, because you can meet a developer or someone you might want to work with at a conference or a meetup or somewhere, and hi, bye, here's my card, nice to meet you. But when you decide you want to work with someone, there's no better experience than to go through a hackathon with and actually get that whole like 12, 24-hour. We're happy together. We're up all night together. That's like a real startup-y experience. That whole gamut of emotions. So I really wanted to. Once I had experienced that and I loved that and I fell in love, I wanted to do something to evangelize and bring the developer communities together, and to also something to build my brand in those communities that I wanted to be in. So I decided I was a hackathon in the world, in Silicon Valley, and then once there I decided I wanted to do these all over the world, and that's pretty much the story of AngelHack and how we created it. And genesis from that idea into the accelerator program and everything you see today is just a continuum of building on more and more things that the community and this community really wanted, and what the grassroots startup community and developer community really wanted, which was a chance to not only play but to see their dreams become realities.
Now, AngelHack is a global thing. It's no longer limited to AngelHack in San Francisco. So how many cities and people are involved in this leg of AngelHack in 2013?
I believe we have 35 cities in this AngelHack, which is a big from 11 cities, which we were in our last go-around. Pretty excited. We're more or less on every continent except for the colder ones that are made of ice. Of all of our cities, one of the most exciting things is AngelHack has the potential to be the largest hackathon that we've ever had in all of our hack days.
My next question was, what are your expectations for AngelHack Manila?
I have high expectations. I ask to be serious players in the space. You guys have one of our communities out there. India has a really large developer community, but the Filipino developer community it seems to be a higher. The events that you guys have organically already within your ecosystems with your dev network, and on this call, I believe there's a couple different communities and dev networks. Like you guys have come together in a way where a lot of other cities around the world haven't. So I expect a lot.
For the sake of people who've never heard of AngelHack before, what exactly goes on in an AngelHack? What should people expect if they join it?
Pretty much a party revolved around coders and what you would expect from like a developer party, right? So at the very beginning of it, we serve food and coffee and allow people to network and talk about their ideas, and we have some time to come in and talk about what they want, their services and their tools, and what they want the developers to build on and evangelize their products. And then we let the developers come on stage and everyone come on stage for that matter, and talk about the type of things they want to be building and try to recruit new members to join their team. This whole process lasts for about 3 hours. It happens pretty fast. There's just people everywhere. It's a ton of network. It's fun. And we give out a bunch of toys. We'll give out helicopters, and we'll give out Nerf guns, and we'll give out hacky sacks, and we'll give out juggling balls, and we'll give away things that make the event really fun that people can play with. We don't give them away for them to keep. We give them away as toys to be do it throughout the day. From that point, we'll eat lunch, and it's pretty much a free-for-all. It's structured to an extent to where people are able to productive environment, but it's unstructured in that, you know, that's what a startup is and what our ecosystem is. The next 24 hours, people pretty much go around and do whatever they want. They build. We have some around. With any luck at our good events, we have whiteboards and paper for people to draw out their ideas. And typically, we serve alcohol and food and Red Bull and candy and whatever else you can to make it really, really fun. At some events, we have massage tables. At some events, we have sumo wrestling suits. At some events, we have carts and food trucks. Every event is a little bit different, and it's customized for their culture and the type of things that people. I'll try to walk around and kind of be like, well, I get the vision. Why don't you guys just focus on what you can build and show? Because at more or less 2 p.m. on Sunday, everyone's going to demo on stage and showcase their work to the audience. And we want that to look good. We don't want it to be just a couple things that they've done, talk about all the things they wanted to do. We want them to showcase what they've done and be proud of it, and then talk about where it could go. Pretty much we work through the night. The winners never sleep. No sleep. But at 2 o'clock, we do those. We're going to have a ton of people there, so we'll probably set up our demos in a way where we have the judges split at the beginning. So the first set, we'll have like 5 different judging areas. So we'll funnel all the teams to judge and do it really quick, so it only lasts about an hour to do that. 2 teams from each table, and then they'll present 400 people that we'll have there in an auditorium setting, like a very intense, fun experience. And we're really proud of that, and we help to accelerate and bring them to San Francisco and make that idea a reality. And then for everyone else, we have some other prizes, and we have a little party that happens afterwards, and we'll drink for a little bit. And that's AngelHack. It's a competition, it's an experience, it's a bonding experience, it's a community experience. It's a 2-day event, but it's something you'll remember for the rest of your life.
I think some of the guys here have some questions first. Rafi, you have some questions for Greg?
Yeah, hi Greg, Rafael from the Big Time Show. Just wanted to ask, companies like Dropbox started out from Startup Weekend. Maybe you can share some of the stories of previous AngelHack winners or people who've gone through AngelHack and where they are right now.
Sure. You know, we're so fresh that you probably don't know any of our teams yet. But like we had this developer in New York, Errol Toker, and he came. He had left Google, self to code over 4 months. This was the first event he ever went to and built apps at, and he won. And he stayed up all night. He didn't know he created anything good. He almost left at 8 a.m. Because he was cracked out through the night. I had to convince him to stay and present just for the experience. You never know what people built or how good it's going to be. But when he presented, it was amazing. I mean, the kid literally was like on his knees crying out he had a chance of winning. Now he's in AngelPad, like the number 3, I think, ranked incubator in the world in San Francisco. We had another team in AngelHack 3. It was out of Boston. Nick Tomarello. He started one of the first crowdfunding platforms. Where we're gonna put our startup up there, and then normal people are gonna fund it. And I think this is a big idea. Things are going. He went through YC in the last batch and raised. At AngelHack Toronto last year, we had this team called Airpost.io. Really creative idea and beautiful GUI UI interface, where they were going to take all the different cloud storage and aggregate them together. So you get 5 gigabytes from Google Drive, and 5 gigabytes from Box, and 5 gigabytes Dropbox, and 5 gigabytes from Microsoft SkyDrive, and all these companies. So he was able to aggregate all these different services and get around 50 gigabytes of stuff together when you make an Airpost account, which was really cool. And they would opt where your file storage is going to be. And it was beautiful, and they did an awesome job. They got some investment after they went to demo day. They ended up going to Techstars Seattle. They worked really closely with them that, well, that was a good business. What was a bigger business was cloud storage security. So going through that accelerator up there, and now they're doing cloud storage security startup. You know, it's completely changed, but like bring them together through that experience and send them on their way to the next step. So we see this happen a lot at our events, and we never know where the next great innovation is going to come from or what city. We kind of just let the local community leaders and influencers tell us, you guys are the judges, so you tell us which team from your city is really doing something amazing, and then we do our best to kind of get the step.
Yeah, I do. Hi, Greg. I was just wondering, what if I have an idea, target demographic basically here in the Philippines? You know, you're going to get sent to Silicon Valley for some mentorship and stuff. It just might make more sense if your target demographic is in the Philippines to stay or something. Or are you guys going to be exclusively looking for companies that are, you know, potentially going to scale us?
No, actually, I'm not a big believer in thinking, like they always tell you think big, think global. I think for the Asia-Pacific region, it's very much about thinking regional, and the problems you guys have, they're not the same problems that happen everywhere else. And that's part of why we brought Asia-Pacific Venture Partners firm into the game, and we're having them invest in some of our top teams that are coming out of the region, because that area is a blossoming region, and there's problems there that are huge problems with a huge population to solve them for. And you don't have to solve problems for the U.S. big market already there. So you guys, the local influencers, are the ones who will decide who wins for your city, and you'll know if you see something, whether it's a global idea or a local idea that can do well, and we leave that up to you guys. And then our job as AngelHack is to find the right people, not only in your community but in the region, to connect those people to, similar to Asia Pacific partners.
I just kind of want to know, what if my idea isn't exactly, I'm not exactly pushing it for it to be a startup, but it's kind of just like a pet project, a little itch that I want to scratch. Is that okay?
Yeah, it's totally cool. I mean, we are here to give you the opportunity to make it bigger than what you can see.
This is probably too soon for me to ask though, but is there going to be a next time?
Every 6 months.
Every 6 months.
Every 6 months. Every 6 months we'll do it all around the world. We'll give everyone the shot to create something new, to have a shot at it. It's like the unifying of the startup community for everybody and their ideas.
So I already bought the tickets, but I don't have an idea or a team. What's going to be my place in AngelHack?
So we're building out a thing. So we use a platform called Hackathon.io. We're building out a function in Hackathon.io, post your ideas and see other people's ideas before the event, and rate them and comment on them and see what the best things are. Apart from that pre-event platform that we've created, and it should be ready by the time for AngelHack Manila. But apart from that, we'll also have the time beforehand where you guys can go on stage and pitch your idea and meet other team members. So that part lasts for about 3 hours. And let's say that you still don't find someone else by that time, you can always just walk around and talk to people and meet them. Now, there's a difference in how we do the team building than other events. For other events, they force people to be on teams together. They say you're not going to find you. Because we're a competition, and because if you win, it actually means something. Like, we can't force anyone to put other people on teams. So, it's very much like you going around talking to people. And we force a lot of people to get outside their comfort zone to go in and make those experiences happen.
Cool. We have another question here. This is from Joros Barredo. He asks, how will you be able to find a team with the same passion as you have?
Yeah, I mean, so the 3 hours before people meet from 9 to 12, that's the best chance to showcase yourself and meet people like you, and also the platform. It goes back to the pre-event stuff that we do, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, you guys are going to have some kind of pre-event, I think the Friday before. Sure, it's called Hackathon.io, and there will be a custom AngelHack Manila page on Hackathon.io that everyone can go to, and we'll email it to everyone, and they can post their ideas and meet people and see the talents and what stacks have and what interests people have, and that would be the best place to meet someone coming to the event.
And a question from Damong Calye. He's asking if you'll be in Manila for the AngelHack event.
I believe I will be in Manila for the AngelHack event. I'm planning on being in Manila. Well, I'm expecting a lot from AngelHack Manila.